Well, welcome to the second Friends table. Today is a different kind of table. We're sitting around as always as friends, but the focus here today is going to be on hiking. It's going to be on exercise. And as friends, what do we feel? Are we doing this right? Are we not doing this right? Are we healthy? Are we not healthy? And our guest today is owner of TMM Physiotherapy and Miss Hiking herself, Newcastle, Miss Hikeobics, WithTsebiso Maruping. And we also have our guest Uzama, who will be chatting to us and joining us at the table today. So, yeah, guys, are y'all exercising? Are you hiking? What are we hike this weekend?
This weekend, it's a hiker.
I thought I heard that.
It's a hiker.
Wait.
Saturday. Yeah, in Utrecht.
I'm just enjoying it.
It must be a hiker when it's
We still have time. We still have time.
No, it's Saturday.
We go a hike and before.
Guys,
Also,
wait.
Zuba little question.
No, so Pendul.
No, you have time to even like walk tomorrow.
Angithi
You know?
angithi baso define ukuhike kuqala yini ukuhike kumane ngabe nje entabeni kangalusa mina so ungalusa was that part of hiking sahlangana
Phela ukulusa kwakufanele ukwenze vele.
you know
So ukuhike sekuyi hobby or like something othanda ukuyenza kahle kahle.
okay extra
Ngoba
meal
ngisho noma abogogo nabomkhulu back in the days bebehamba boma 20 kilometers, you know, becacile intaba beyolanda ushukela kaSibanimani yabo ngoba bewudinga lo ushukela lo nawe bewulusa ngoba kufanele. But hiking you do it because you love it and you want to exercise and you want to, you know,
okay
make memories as well.
okay ekhanda lami before 12 minutes ngizohike noma ngihike because you're like females, right?
Yeah.
And in my head, hiking is physical, not sport, but physical activity to a certain degree. So I'm a females generally, our line on into is physical. So generally speaking, females they soft hiking, nugintaba, match, manly stuff. Is that right? To a certain
Are we talking about
General.
general?
Is that generalized?
Is that okay.
Yeah.
Angizisuka kudala.
Yes.
Hiking dala surely was predominantly by men, right?
Okay.
Dala, like
Okay.
I've gone hiking before
Yeah.
back in the day. Yabo ngihamba namadoda nje kuphela selimfula singena intaba.
Amazobhukuda.
Sibhukuda Dlamini.
Ubani wayelanda
Tama
amanzi?
tatamu.
True story.
Ubani wayelanda amanzi?
Oyilanda amanzi was female, but angithi vela sisho leyo the fun type of hiking, not the one that I'm forced to do. So now
Okay.
ngifuna mina ukwazi ukuthi because you're like female so ngizokwazi ukungiphendula kahle ishintsha nini la ukuthi now females are taking charge of previously known as men things.
Great question.
Yabo, that's what I want to know ukuthi kushintsha nini or like mhlawumbe waqalisa mncane or you're like no, if a man can do it I can do it. What's the story? That's what I want to know.
Okay, can I start?
No, you can answer.
Okay, personally, I've always played with Abafana. I've played soccer, did athletics and all of that. I've always participated in my sports like to our Abafana. So for me, hiking just came naturally. I have a stick. If Isluane sees that, I know I can defend myself. So just people like WithTsebiso, WithTsebiso introduce hiking in Newcastle, where else besides WithTsebiso esemadolobheni and whatnot. It's very like refreshing and groundbreaking for women as well. And for ukuthi umuntu wesifazane kubo yena uqala, not just like umuntu wesilisa athi ladies you can come. Yabo njengoba iyenza umuntu wesifazane nami it gives me confidence ukuthi no I can do this. Yabo. So it's just
But let's go back to what you were just saying now.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, I don't think I agree with Usmu 100%. Because as WithTsebiso said earlier on, women used to also remember romance was the same lunch. Some lambos were during the mountains. So you know what? I think that when you start looking and defining what things were, yes, it was looked at perhaps like that, but when you actually look at it, Nandola ndinkuni nina, you understand, as umuntu wesilisa okanye yongolusa, as we were saying earlier on. You know, obviously things change and evolve as time goes on, and you start finding the fun part of doing something. So I don't really think it was predominantly, especially hiking, a male thing.
Really?
I don't know. I you know, you guys can tell me what, but I've seen it looking. That's how I'm looking at it.
No, we'll see. These narratives are always mainly written by abantu besilisa.
Yes.
So naturally, they're gonna highlight abantu besilisa in whatever.
You know the
Ubengati ibona aba.
Yeah.
Women have been there.
They have
yeah, the angle of Kamgangayo sport is, look at it this way. Olden days, when you're a woman, you go to the mountains, bazo wujaha bafana. They will chase you. So,
food's gonna
and exactly, the worst part, bazokutwala, take you,
Yes,
like,
yes.
you'll never come back home. So, I think that's one of the things, is it women never go to the mountains. Only the males go there.
With what Uvas is saying, if I get angle, race, right? Because it seems like in by African people, but that wasn't considered as I'm now hiking. We're hiking less it's an extra mural activity, a hobby.
Yeah.
And go hiking. So I think that's where I think I'm a daughter, a bunch of guys, scouts camp, or whatever these camps they used to do, especially European people, like, because they had all the time in the world for some reason.
Which people?
Okay, maybe we should go back to the question because Mokala would say made us define hiking.
Oh yeah, true. I think that's class pen up.
Yeah.
Who's the ocean? So Colindab, but for fun, right?
And for exercise.
And for exercise.
And for whatever, people go hiking for different reasons. Whatever we find out there in the nature, it's different for everybody. Whatever burden that they have, you know, so it's different for everybody. It's not always for exercise, you it can be a spiritual thing, it can be a physical thing, it depends on.
Would you encourage it for losing weight?
Definitely.
Why? Make sure I have to take up a pill.
Imagine loss of weight that the more you lose weight, obviously the chances of you having a heart attack is less.
Oh, it's less.
You know, the risk is far less.
Oh, I just wouldn't trust someone who's unhealthy. Give a night with a mountain.
With what you're saying, I think it goes back to what she said earlier on. We talked about the hike now. It's very important that you are ready and prepared though for a mountain. I'm not wrong. Because at the end of the day, I mean, we went for my birthday, and my poor friend nearly died.
You can't be laughing when people almost die.
No, but the reality of the matter is we took it for granted. Yeah, it's finished. But we took it for granted. You understand? And you can just go up a mountain, Uber right. But you need to walk on a daily basis. Get yourself ready and into the space of wanting to. You know what I'm saying?
There's also something that happens when you, like, you know, start feeling body aches and pains, and you know, it's here. You know? Yeah, it's also mentally. If she told herself, "Look, now I'm giving up and not Nyachiga," she wouldn't have finished. But amongst everything that was happening in her body, she carried on walking because everybody else, 60-year-olds, were going up much further than she was walking. You know, so. At the end of the day, nalana lokho kwenzeka la engqondweni yakho ukuyitshela ukuthi no ngiyakhona ukuqhubeka ngiyakhona ukuhamba ngendlule abafana.
Funny enough, let me show you. While we were walking, it was my first hike. I promise you, it was I was 7 or 8 because we were walking in front, and abantu who've been there, they look at Asafigi. We're like, no, just enjoy environment of people about surround you. And just walk. Oh well, I don't know what happened with the horse, but yeah. I don't know what happened with the horse, but yeah, Wahamba was all figure at the end. Everybody, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
But what I want to know, okay, so I think also we touched on this earlier on when obviously there's a lot of things that black people have done previously that has now been associated with only white people, okay?
Yes, yes.
So, you know, we've never known hiking. We've known Wamba Indaba, just like he said right now. So now you come back to Newcastle and you decide to introduce this to Abantu. You know, I want to know, firstly, what made you decide to do that? And secondly, how did people react to it or take it in when you first started?
First of all, people, when I mention hiking, they think that we're hitchhiking, you know, going to another, because the name hiking, a lot of people don't know that still. Elaborate exactly what happens when we go hiking. And the reason why I started the hiking thing is because I used to hike a lot in Cape Town when I went to go study there. And in Newcastle, I wasn't hiking before. In Newcastle, no, it was like simple sports, football, netball, rugby, all of those things. There was no hiking. I don't even know if Grey Goose was there. Was Grey Goose there? Even if it was there. Even if it was there, there was no park run. Like park run was 2 years or something now. So there was no hiking. And when I got back, I saw Newcastle with a different eye, and that's how I got to introduce it.
So ngingena nje lapho umuthi no hiking abakithi kuphela babenga hike or nomakhelwane bese babenga hike.
Omakhelwane ngiyacabanga ukuthi they knew hidden places that I've discovered and found as well.
Oh, okay. So badenza nje lokho abakujwayele.
Yes, because sometimes you still get that eye when we're in these hidden farms that they knew back then. So I think
and
they
what
knew.
do you feel? How do you feel they accepting this now? Huh? Because I'm sorry.
By my choice.
No,
Don't say.
I get it, but
say.
like,
I don't know if they are accepting it. I don't know.
You don't care. You care. Yes, you don't care.
Yeah.
So hiking in Kani, some nonsense. Especially Tina.
And money.
Okay, mina ngifuna sikhulume nge-environment on the hiking sports la esukeni ubona uzama mentioned indaba zokuphatha and protecting yourself. Do like mangabe silaphayana must they like expect such things to happen? Maybe that's one of the reasons I've never been to to me, hiking and I'm scared.
And so when you walk on the road, do you know what's going to happen? No. But we also don't know. But whatever happens, happens.
But I'm sign my form. So mengo hike nani fine sign ukuthi.
Fana noma uyochecka nje.
There's a lot of checking, eh? There's checking,
so right, see that type of thing. Also, you don't really know what's in Kapando. Yeah. So it's like that. But from my experience, because recently, so we never like encountered dangerous elements.
Okay.
But we do hike with the first aid kits.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
So it's like safe.
But the fun about it is that you don't know what
The element.
you don't know the rush and everything.
Some people are scared of that though. But elements of danger is nice for some people. Then abanye abantu just want to comfort, no danger whatsoever. Hence, banga
Okay, but now she's also introduced a different element, a different twist to this now. I think maybe it's a more black or whatever. So tell us a bit about the new twist that's come to the hiking space as well.
What new twist?
The twist! The hike is not a hike anymore. No, I'm just saying the hike is not a hike anymore. It's not just the hike you get to the
it's
mountain.
more than hiking, okay.
Hike and ride.
Are we hiking and drinking? Are we hiking and drinking?
Yeah, sometimes you're hiking drink.
No.
You know?
Guys, no. Please, now you need to explain this to me. I know you can't drive and drink because it's vision. In Tabi Meganje, if you are drunk and you...
No, you don't drink before you stay high.
So when do you drink? After the hike?
Kill the bird first, and then
Oh,
you can go all out when you have lost the 300 calories.
Okay, I know.
Then you can go all out
You
and
see,
do
right.
whatever. But I brought the twist because I don't like boring things. You know, I want things to keep changing and being fun. So there's always that twist that happens that you don't expect. And
So it's not only just the drinking.
yeah, and also I like to bring people who like to do different things. So hence, people who like drinking can come and exercise but still drink at the same time sometimes.
People really like socializing. So
Sometimes you have like
Smooth, you heard that? You heard that? We have beautiful ladies.
I was more like beautiful men. What I mean to ladies, guys, come on. Okay, no, the question.
Beautiful people.
beautiful people.
The question, because you say this thing in mental. So now I'm trying to figure out who umuntu onjani ongaya hiking because quite abantu competitive, right? So mhlawumbe mina uma ngiya hiking mina ngiyokhombisa ukuthi ngifika kuqala kunawe ku finish line. So now because you're all friends, right? Nations when and hike for fun, you're not competing check ungakuphi. Or something.
Yeah.
So now umuntu onaleyo perspective is okay, I'm going to hike, go hike and a group like see friends table, but mina ufuna ufika kuqala. Is that the right mentality? Or
With the mountains, there's hiking and there's trail running. Trail running often comes with the competitive side of it, where you get to the start point and you start running in the mountains through the trees, and there's competition. That's where you can have that type of mentality. But with hiking, it's you hike at your own pace.
okay. So when you're Shanganis, do you love to be too fast in mountain trail?
Well, no, because manje sesijwayele hike, so it's more about taking care of abantu abasha beza we hike. So it's like uba a sweeper or ube a lead.
The young and move.
And it's all about teamwork as well, you know.
You can do it. Yes, you can. That kind of vibe.
And ufika laphayana mina ngiqala ukuhike, well ngangifunda eThekwini, so ngangazi from eThekwini. So when it started in Newcastle, I'm like, oh yes, yabo, something enziwayo kwi-city back at home. I want to join.
Thanks to TV.
So when you
I
started,
really want to know.
So what did you say?
starting like a Hikeobics.
Oh.
So mawuqala laphayana, I remember like my first hiking day, I was really going through like a lot emotionally, and ngangayitshela nokuthi ngizoyiqeda because iy'ntaba zalaphana zazinje kakhulu. So as sihamba, I remember khona omunye umama nje wayesekhulile kunami. Hayibo, ngiyambona lo mama uyacaca, and I'm tired, and like in my mind ngeke ngizikhuluma. This is embarrassing.
Competitiveness.
This is embarrassing. Yabo. So as a sihamba, I'm always like not really antisocial, but ngumuntu obanqenayo nje abantu engabajwayeli.
Which is antisocial.
Well, yeah.
It could be shy.
Yeah, I could be shy.
Okay.
So Elome Engela, she told me like a story about she's going through a lot in her marriage and whatnot, and I ended up sharing my story with what I was going through at that time. And ngabona was hayibo lento nje ngiphethe amanzi amancane yabo, if kukhona abantu abadlule enkingeni enkulu kangaka, I'm like that's whatever. Ngangasanaka nokuthi intaba zazinganani. I was like asami mama yabo. So mentally it helps, and nje most uqedile hike, it's like so liberating.
So what do you guys think? So okay, now I think this is I read an article the other day on the News 24. But anyways, it was talking about Newcastle and how it's becoming an upcoming, like, semi-urban whatever, and they spoke about Ibalela, they spoke about hiking being a thing. So how do you guys then feel like, how is this contributing to, because I know economy is not just about, obviously it's entrepreneurship, but it's not just about what brings the people to a place, it's not just about the businesses and whatever. So it's also, so how do you feel that this is contributing towards the minds of young people, bringing in different and more exciting things in this amateur space, if I can put it that way? Because I mean, that's something I think everyone needs to answer, because you are all from, well, a couple of you are from amateur. You're not from Cape Town.
Everybody's doing something.
You know? Yeah, so I mean, I think for me, I'd like to know, but, you know, and what are the different things we can contribute, I think, towards bringing in, because tourism is basically where we are, what we're looking at the moment. And so when I saw that article, I actually thought it was quite amazing.
Ubuza number.
Okay.
No, just in 2 seconds, I'm lab. Because I've always had an issue with this fun, maybe associate fun, but associate no Chwala, Groover, and that's just all. Like Mukman Abantu, Malokshin, something so fun. Something so booze. That's the first thing. Something so booze. So in Ghana, Machit, something so booze. So now, in Ganje, where you go out, you're hiking as a group of young people, socializing, whatever, it's different. The more we do those things, the more you can meditate and have spiritual land. Peace, because there's no peace at cousins. There's no peace. So in the mountains, to a certain degree, peace. So it's different alternative kinds of fun which needs to be spread out.
Yeah.
Watch behavior, youth, generally speaking, 5 years, that's my take.
You know, and honestly, I think just Jade, to just put it out there, I know that you're not saying that there's anything wrong with those spaces. It's just the idea of it's just the fact that now the focus is just on one thing, you know. So now we allow ourselves to do like hiking, and I also think that, I mean, Uzi and I have spoken about this quite a lot. As young people, we need to also start bringing in what we've learned. Because one thing you said earlier on, and I was thinking about it actually when you said it, going out of Newcastle and going to Cape Town allowed you that ability to see something different. Going to Durban, so to see something different. And then you brought it here and said, okay, let's do it, let's change it. And I actually agree with the article. Newcastle is up and coming. There's so much we can bring in that is different, that can bring tourism, economy, and also chincha youth by you know. I look at just here, Mzansi, you understand what I'm saying? This area is so beautiful to bring in a different type of vibe as well. And I mean, I know Sia's very passionate about his town of Utrecht.
Thank you.
This is Zoini boy, this one, eh?
This one, yeah, yo, you go to Alaba, and I know you've got ideas also, so tell us what you think. What are your thoughts of the different things?
What I think is, you see, the problem with everything is abantu who actually abangaphambi kwe-youth, like for example us, okay, not Makehla, just us, because we're the ones manje Makehla buyisacenda bamakehla. It's into yokuthi thina, what are we teaching laba balandelayo? So if mina, what I think about is Tata Usbu, Tata Pem, Tata o Veli, we go chill, siyaphuza. Laba balandela ngemumva, the pictures abayibona kuma socials ethu, like Facebook and everything, they're gonna say, okay, the only way to have fun, it's this. But if Tina, we're the ones that kumele sithi, okay, fine, you know what? Again, ngiyengilokhu ngihamba lapha mangifika lapha ngizothola usibu, ngizothola ubani njalo every Friday and Saturday khona umuntu oyedwa. Let me just go do something different. Mind you, uma wenza izinto ezihlukene. Mina, when I went hiking, I met a lot of different people. Abenza izinto ezihlukene futhi.
And the conversations were
yes, mostly was females. Come on now.
Now, when we are named females, that one I have my head.
I'd like to see his WhatsApp right now.
So zonke lezo zinto lezo kutshengisa ukuthi no actually these people we always say abekho reachable bahlale bele because mostly uboku notice abantu abajwayele asebeqala ukuhamba lezi zinto kakhulu it's the people abahlale behlele ema-ofisini kakhulu because they want adventure. So if now uphuma you go there with a hike and uxoxa naye you'll only find ukuthi next time lezi zinto thona ziyinkinga when you go to offices and everything you get information easy. It's not just about hiking. It's vaster than that. So angazi that's what I
think just going to it's about networking in a different environment. You were talking about like all we do is drink. You wind up having the same conversations over and over again. But I feel like you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, your mind is still open and still fresh. You go to a place, you're having discussions on the road, even when you're walking up as you're hiking. You're having conversations and having ideas and sharing ideas as well. And I think ubuyisa into ehlukile allows for that. Things that don't always have to just have alcohol. And I'm not taking away from alcohol, don't get me wrong. Okay. I'm just saying that we need to be a little bit more creative in terms of how we bring people together to network. And also, as young people, contribute to economy. I don't know, I always go back to that because our economy is in shambles, let's be honest. And we are not really contributing positively towards the economy as the youth.
Mina, I have a big question. I have a big question for our guest. What's your name to decide to take the direction that you
Okay.
That's a faggy thing.
I love the way she's fighting with it.
I think the first hike I did, I had 8 people. We were in Moorfield. We had 8 people and it felt good. Like I was happy, it felt good. It was different to my Monday to Friday job, even though I really love it as well. But it felt good because it felt good, and seeing the way other people were also reacting to it and the way that it also helped other people, it means good to know this is the right direction that I should take.
And how long did it take before you feel like Abantu Baningi started catching on?
About a year. But I kept telling myself that I only needed 4 people. If there were 4 people, we go hiking. Okay. I didn't have to have 100 people or what. But somehow the universe just said,
we want more, bring it!
Yeah. Somehow the universe said no. More people are going to actually, come hiking. Are going to come from different places, of which also contributed a lot in terms of the economy. In Newcastle, because people come from Mpumalanga, people come from Durban, people come from Joburg to come hiking,
Yeah, but next. So,
Cape Town.
Because I missed it somewhere. Because it was 8 people. How long you've been doing this?
Since 2019.
Since 2019, so that's a good 2 years.
Yeah.
No, that's good then.
No, going, sorry, kade ekusho ukuthi like ivulela namanye abantu ithuba because from umunye umuntu oseceleni looking in, when you go hiking there's food, so there's umuntu or supplier with catering, that person
on a tender basis or
No.
What do you mean? I'm
always open to different people. Like I give everybody a chance. I don't stick with one person because everybody has to eat.
Yeah, so it's that as well. People about there was a Monday ka February Valentine, so hlangana with a different person, a different event. Mabehlanganisa, they both secure a bag. As always, she tries to bring like different vibes, different months to celebrate whatever. So it always gives a band a chance to showcase, even myself.
What did you showcase?
Well, I do cushions. I also do.
Don't be shy. Say it to the people. What cushions, yo?
What type of cushions?
What type of cushions? cushions on.
Now I'm in.
No,
I really am.
Please go to her page. I do really nice cushions. Like
used for
Those are
Decor. Sleeping on,
sleeping on.
depending what you use with cushions, but
okay.
what else?
I feel like in the Segelayo.
If you need a hug and there's nobody else, you can
Now
use
you
the
No,
cushions.
I think we should go and check Smooth's house and go take a picture. Maybe he might need cushions in his
Oh,
house.
he did.
Yeah,
We can do a before and after.
Hey, watch anyone with the couches.
So there's a
Cushions.
I don't know how we got to checking my house and
You're going to take pillows.
So I tested my pillows like
Ukusa, alright. After hiking nje ngacheck up.
Oh, so you're coming Saturday?
We'll talk about that.
Who called on weekend?
Not really.
Okay, so you
It's home stuff. It's home stuff. It's passé, alright. So we need to go to Cape Town.
But I like what you just said, Zama. Yazi, and it's actually so weird about how people then come together and start coming together. And I think for me, like I think getting to the place of sort of wrapping up where we are. When you start something different, you start bringing in abantu abahlukile and actually also trying to get other people to see what they're doing. It becomes a business in networking. You know what I'm saying? And once omunye abone ukuthi wena ulethe your pillows, omunye abone ukudla ka sisibanibani, you know, or you know, like I think the first time we sort of met, I was inviting her to come to a show. Guys, come to my church, and it was quite nice because abantu basesontweni got to learn about what physiotherapy is. They got to understand that during COVID, what can be done within it was physiotherapy. And as we're going along, I think that we start doing networking and we start allowing abantu bavule umqondo wabo, opening up their minds to saying, I've always wanted to be this, but I didn't know that I've got someone that I can
Yes,
talk
but
to
we
in
do
terms
go
of
to
how.
church,
No,
yeah.
I'm
We
very
do go to church.
No. Church, physiotherapy.
Yes.
Can someone please break it down to me? Or are we if physio it's where it's the bones.
Yes.
That's not is the spirit.
We jump as
Umama
Umama Mfundisi has a conference that she does. In fact, she has a talk show that she does right now, going forward. So during COVID, Pastor Linda Westole, she wanted to still be in touch with the women in her church, and she didn't know how. So we sat down, had a discussion, and then it went online. So some of her guests one of them was WithTsebiso. There's a couple of other guests that have come on. And it was streamlined, just like how we're doing this, streamed on the show, and then people got to learn a bit more about different things. So the one show we talked about physio, we spoke about a whole lot of different things and stuff like
It feels
that.
amatam. Am I right there? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So ufundisa abantu ke uba yini leyo.
I understand.
ngazathi khona into ofuna ukuyisho.
No.
Abafana abantu bathi udokotela wabizana ngodokotela.
Possible asked her just now about, okay, so bafaka itender lapho for lo kudla leyo.
Usebenza ama-spal joy ama-tender.
Awuhlezi ubona.
Smooth shame. No, in the private sector, we don't do tenders here.
I don't know what you'll do in the private sector. Kodwa lapha ka physio ngicela ukubuza indaba ehlangene ne physio nokuhike. Angani makuyahlangana yini, but ekhanda lami kuyahlangana. Because mengihike amathamba ami ngithi aluleka. Angithi fanele ngiqale ngivumele but angazi ngeke physiotherapist. Ulo wamathambo kuphela mina ngazi ama psycho bani. I've been a lot of times.
It makes sense now.
Azibhanisi nama-orthopedics.
So ngifuna ngibuza
Amathambo,
wena.
muscles, the whole body actually.
So lokho akubanga that's what you do career yakho loyo. Ayibanga ne-influence ukuthi ugcine uhike because cishe kulinge somewhere because we exercising bones.
It did because my motto in terms of physio is that people need to move even if they have pain, and people need to move outside of the treatment room. You know, it's not about depending obviously
Depending on
condition yeah. Kodwa, my whole thing is people need to move, they need to function, and they need to have a healthy lifestyle as well. So the hiking also did contribute, you know, cool, because abanye abantu abahike ama patient So mangabe ngigrobhile ngizobona lapha ukuthi
Iqola lisebenza.
ngigrobhile yabo. So it also takes me ukuthi fanele nami ngenze a thorough job, you know, because I mean hiking it challenges the ankle cool and it challenges your back and a lot of the other joints as well. So if I did a very bad job, you know, you'll definitely tell me ukuthi I know.
Okay.
No more limele lapha. Eze ngapha.
Manje washo lokho
No, I just stand all your guys. Yeah, kanjani shoni beluthi. Useyazi. Ufuna umuntu aphuke lapha entabeni. Bese kuthiwa awushone la. Bani khadi. That's a good. Yabona working together we can do it.
Guys, please keep it in mind. Uthosibu ukewaya kodokotela.
That's because he's always been hyper. Nomesa umntwana.
Lapho somntwana. Where are you getting this information from? Oh no, okay, no, that's good.
Man. Oh guys, it's always so much fun to sit around here, and it's always so much fun to hear from different people. And yeah, I don't know, man, guys. The second one, Siyawe's Tattoo Manje. The next one, we'll be having melanin. Can you say that? Can I say it? 'Cause she's okay.
Oh, melanin's a person. I thought she was talking about melanin skin. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so she was top 10 or top 20 pop idols.
Idols. I say idols.
Idols.
I call them idols.
Yeah, like a Jack. That's a con. So she made Newcastle very, very proud, you know. Just like WithTsebiso, I feel that you've made Newcastle very, very proud because it's growing, and it's going to
We're
continue to
entering
grow.
that other one.
So yes, we need to celebrate. Yeah. Asizophelela apha ke bantwana baseNewcastle ngiyacima bantwana basiphelele apha. But ke we are starting here because this is
Siyana Cape Town.
Siyana Cape Town.
Yeah, visit my crib there by Kylie.
So yeah, guys. So we'll see you next month, 26th, around about the same time. Melanin. What's it? Top 20, top 10 idols. Yeah.
Bamropa akumela win.
We agree.
We're gonna talk about that, hey?
Yes, we need to talk about that. And we might have a bit of a surprise.
Okay.
We might have a little surprise.
What are you don't even know her?
Melanin.
Got that chest.
I don't know
I
who
think it's
melanin
top
is.
10.
Top 10.
Okay, well, I'm going.